Why me, Mom? Why me? What's the matter, honey? Did you have a bad day at school? Kind of. Alright, what's going on? Well, my class is having a special Dad Appreciation Day. You know, like how we had Mom Appreciation Day last week? Yes. Well, we're having a Dad Appreciation Day. Oh, I see. I hate not having a dad. Sweetie, you had to have had a dad. I gave birth to you, didn't I? Mom, this isn't funny. I'm sorry, honey. Why don't you ever talk about Dad? Why don't you go in your room and do your homework? Mom, you never told me what happened to Dad. Just go do your homework. Hey, you don't have to yell. Go. Hey. Hey, Larissa. What are you so upset about? What are you talking about? I didn't say I was upset. I've known you your whole life. I know when you're upset. And I know you're upset now. You know, you are way too observant. Hey, that's the flaw of mine you're going to have to accept. Now talk. What's wrong? It's just... What? Nothing. Larissa, you can tell me. Well, I don't know if you remember, but you know I'm in the 4th grade. Yeah. How can I forget that? No, I mean, when you were in the 4th grade, didn't you have the same teacher I have now? Mr. Sung, yes. What's wrong? Is he giving you trouble? Not exactly. When you had Mr. Sung, did you have a Father Appreciation Day? Oh, yeah. What did you do about it? I mean, well, Dad was alive when I was your age. Yeah, I know. I was only 5 when he died. Yeah, I know. Look, Larissa, if you want to talk about it, I'm here for you. No, nobody wants to talk about it with me. Mom won't even tell me what happened to Dad. She didn't tell you? No, she didn't. She didn't tell me what? Nothing. Why don't you get your homework done? First of all, I don't have any homework. And second of all, why do you keep changing the subject? You're as bad as Mom. Well, then I guess me and Mom are bad. Okay. I'll let it go, but only because I don't think you're telling me the whole truth about Dad. Look, just forget it, Rebecca. Just forget it. Where are you going? In the living room with Mom. Mom? Hi, sweetie. Listen, Larissa, I'm really sorry for being so short with you when you were talking about your dad. Well, it's okay, I guess. But you never told me what happened to him. I mean, all I know is that he was here one day, and then when I woke up one morning, he was gone. Whatever happened to Dad? Honey, I don't think you're old enough to know. Know what? What really happened to your dad? What do you mean? Alright, I guess I might as well tell you. Tell me what? Your father didn't really die. What? At first, we thought he died. But then, a couple weeks after your father walked out on us. Yes, we thought he had died because he was in Iraq fighting in the war, and we thought that he was dead from there. But then he called us saying that he wasn't really dead, but he lied because he didn't want to have the responsibility of raising a family. Really? Yes. I mean, your sister was 10, you were 5, and... Why didn't you tell me the truth? Like I said, you were only a kid, honey. You were only 5 years old. didn't want you to grow up hating your father. Yeah, well, it's a little late for that. Sweetie, if there's anything I could do over, it would be finding a man that would be willing to have kids with me. Mom, you can't blame yourself. I can't believe it. My dad was a total jerk, and all these years I've been thinking he was a hero. I can't believe this. Sweetie, look, I am sorry I didn't tell you the truth. I'm not too angry with you. I mean, yes, you should have been honest with me, but I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at Dad. He just up and left us like that? Yes. Do you ever hear from him? Do you? Larissa, listen, I am really sorry that you're upset. Yeah, it's a little late for that. I hate this. Larissa, no, it's not fair. I don't have a real dad, and nothing you or anybody can say is going to change that, right? Larissa, just leave me alone. Thanks for lying to me all these years. What? What are you talking about? Larissa. What's wrong? Mom told me the truth about what really happened to Dad. She told you? Yes. Why didn't you tell me? Mom told me not to. I can't believe he just up and left us. Why didn't you tell me? I told you. Mom wouldn't let me tell you. So? We're sisters. I thought we were closer than that. Look, I wanted to tell you, but Mom wouldn't let me. I'm sorry. It's not really you I'm angry at, or Mom that I'm angry at. I'm angry at Dad. He had to leave. He faked his death because he didn't want to have the responsibility of raising a family. This is crazy. Look, I'm really sorry about how you found out about what happened to Dad. And I'm sorry for the Father's Day thing that they're doing at your school. I know how you feel. No, you don't, because when you were in 4th grade, our dad came to the Father's Day thing. But that doesn't mean I don't miss him as much as you do. And it doesn't mean that I'm not as angry at him as you are. How come you and Mom never talk about him? I guess it's because it's too painful. Yeah, I was only 5 when he left. Yeah, I know. When was I going to be old enough to... When was I going to be old enough to find out the truth? Well, apparently you are now, because Mom told you the truth. Yeah, but I practically had to drag it out of her. This is not fair. All the kids in my class have fathers but me. It isn't fair. I mean, the kids in my class are so happy. Why can't I be happy? Larissa, I do know how you feel. I feel the same way sometimes. Sometimes I wonder what I could have done differently. But it's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's not even Mom's fault. Dad was a jerk. But I just wish I had some memory of him. No, you don't. I mean, I'm sure you do want to. But if you had a memory of him, then you'd be heartbroken as much as I am. Well, you don't seem like you're heartbroken. I hide it well. I didn't want to get upset in front of you, and I definitely didn't want to get upset in front of Mom. I loved Dad, but I'm angry at him for walking out on us when he did. But in a way, I still miss him. Yeah. Sometimes I can imagine him throwing me up in the air and catching me when I was little. Yeah, he always did that. Are you going to be okay? I guess, but I still don't want to go to this Father's Day thing. I don't think it's fair that the teacher is doing a Father's Day thing when not everybody has a father. You know, why don't you talk to Mom? Maybe she can do something about it. What could Mom do? Well, maybe she could write you a note. Or maybe find a substitute dad for you. A substitute dad? What are you, nuts? Maybe I am nuts. It's just an idea. Sorry. Look, I'm gonna go talk to Mom. I gotta tell her that I forgive her. Do you forgive her? Yeah, I do. I have failed as a mother.
No, you haven't.
Larissa, are you feeling any better?
A little. Look, I'm sorry I got so mad at you about lying to me about Dad.
Honey, you have no reason to apologize. I should have been honest with you from the start. And I am really sorry.
It's okay. You were just trying to protect me, and I can't get angry with that. But you gotta learn to trust me a little more. I may be 5 years younger than Becky, but I'm still as much as a young adult as she is.
Not really.
Well, I try to be.
I mean, I get straight A's. I keep my room clean. I'm really responsible.
You can trust me with information.
Like, what was he like? I mean, I only vaguely remember because I was 5 when he left. But, I don't know.
What happened on the day that Dad left?
I don't know, honey. He was on his way. He claimed that he was on his way to the airport to go to Iraq to fight in the war. But then when I tried calling him while he was in Iraq, he wouldn't answer the phone. And I kept calling, and then finally he called and told me the truth, that he didn't really die in Iraq, that he walked out on us saying, I want nothing to do with you guys.
Why do you think Dad waited till 5 years after I was born to run out?
Honey, I don't think I should tell you. You got him, Mom. We gotten this far. Tell me. The truth is he was expecting you to be a boy.
A boy?
Yeah. When you were born, and saw that you were a girl, he was very disappointed.
So he waited till I was old enough to somehow remember him? To walk out?
Honey, your father was a jerk.
Did you ever hear from him?
No, and I don't care to hear from him. I can never forgive him for what he did to our family.
Yeah, well, now I can't forgive myself because,
honey, this is not your fault. God made you who you are. This isn't your fault. There's no use blaming yourself.
Do you think you'll ever get married again?
Well, maybe. But in case you haven't noticed, you, me, and your sister, we're doing fine the way we are. Don't you think?
Yeah. I know we are. But I don't want to go to that Father's Day thing.
I know. I'm going to call your teacher and see what we can do about that.
Thanks, Mom.
Sweetie, I was wrong to keep the secret about your father from you. So if you ever have any questions, I'll be here to answer them as best I can.
Okay.
Well, look, I'm going to go in my room and hang out. All right. You know where I am if you want to talk.
Thanks, Mom, but I think I'm okay. I love you.
I love you too.